Hey Nesters, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing with you a Goodwill thrift haul. Now I didn't do a thrift with me video for these items. I did however go live on Instagram that night I went a couple nights ago. And that was kind of fun, a little bit different. I was only there for about 10 or 15 minutes. They were about to close, so I just wanted to go in real quick since I was in the area and check out and see if they had any Halloween items in yet, and they were starting to get them in. I picked up a couple items for my upcoming Halloween Thrifted Finds collab, so I was excited for that. And then I just hopped on Instagram live and kind of looked around with you guys a little bit, and I ended up finding some pretty decent items, I think, so I'm going to go ahead and share what I picked up. I did get 20% off my entire order, and my total spend was $43.73, so I probably won't get into the prices too much, so just keep that in mind there. Now the first thing I was excited to get is this Speckled Caddy here. These were really popular in the 1970s. People did these hand-painted crafts, and actually sold one of these recently that was a orange and white speckled color. I picked them up in a rummage sale. It was an entire set. It had the sponge frog. I think there's a couple items still up for sale on my Etsy actually that has the exact color, but there were some measuring spoons and a soap dish, I believe. There's a couple other things that have sold, but there's a couple things left from that haul of this type of item. This one's really nice. They had it marked at 2. I'm sort of leaning towards keeping this because I do really like it. Blue is one of my favorite colors. But I know they would sell really well. I think I sold the last one for about $28, and I can probably obviously get the same for this, if not a little bit more. I feel like the color on this is really great. So yeah, that one I'm on the fence about. It could potentially end up in my Etsy shop, so stay tuned. If you guys check back at my Etsy shop, it might be in there sometime. I also picked up this really cool little duck. Is it a duck or a goose? Is that a duck or a goose? I think it's a goose, actually. They had $2 marked on this, and it's one of those ones that when you set on the shelf, it kind of leans down like that. Super cute, almost like a shelf sitter, I guess is what you might call them. I will be listing this one. I think I would ask about $25 and include free shipping in that. Super cute. I don't come across these. I actually don't think I've ever seen one, so I thought that was a really fun thing to pick up there. If you guys check my Instagram, I have a picture on there. They had on the bottom shelf a bunch of hand-painted ceramic figures, such as Disney ones or some Disney dwarfs, Jiminy Cricket, things like that. They weren't well done in the fact that there was a lot of paint chipping off of them, and they were kind of matte. They didn't have any glaze on them. But I did pick up this guy here. Kind of reminds me of Mr. Toodles. You guys know what that is, the old vintage dog. And it very well could have been, they just hand painted it. But this one was glazed, and I thought it looked a little bit more kitschy and nicer, so I did decide to grab this one. I really didn't want to leave the other ones behind, but I just couldn't imagine anyone really purchasing them, and I definitely didn't need them for my home. So they had this one marked at $3, and I would expect to get probably about $28 for him, so he'll be up in my Etsy shop. I do link my Etsy store down below, as well as a discount code if anybody is interested in anything. I found this kitty cat here. It's about the same size as the dog, actually, so they make a cute couple. Actually the same colors even. Very cool, I didn't notice that before. But yeah, I thought he was pretty fun. This isn't a hand-painted piece, this is a manufactured piece. It actually does have a sticker on the bottom, and it was made in 1995, so not too old, but old enough for Etsy, and it is considered vintage by their standards. I really like it. I'm sure someone will enjoy this. I know there's a lot of people who like to purchase the cat items for me. It's one of my best sellers, so I definitely thought this would be worth my while to pick up at $3. Now this here did not have a price on it, but I put it in the cart anyways. I just really like the lines to it, and it was a very nice pink. It almost looks like the Depression glass pink. It's not very old, I don't think, at all. It's pretty heavy, seems to be more modern, but I really liked it. I am considering selling it. I think I am going to list it. I have been picking up pink pieces to add in with my green and blue glassware. I just kind of like it. If I see it, it's kind of rare, and I've just been adding some more colors into that. So I don't mind if it doesn't sell, but if someone wants to add this to their collection, I think it's a nice piece. And when I actually brought everything up to the cash register, it was closing time, and I told them this didn't have a price, and the manager was up there cashing out. She's like, oh, just take it, it's free. So that was very nice. It was cool that I got it for free. Probably if it was priced there, would have been probably $1 or $2, but I think I can ask about, maybe 18, include free shipping, somewhere in that range for it. And yeah, I thought that was pretty nice there. I thought this vase was pretty fun. It has this hummingbird on it and then a couple of flowers here. Now it has a bit of texture to it and around the objects themselves, as well as this kind of a metal, I guess. It's like almost like staples. I don't really know what you would call it, but it kind of has like, I guess, metal staples around the edging. It looks really neat and it just had a good shape to it. There's a little bit of a weird red stain on the back, probably from paint from this right here, the flower or something. It's not really glitter, but I assume that's what it's from. They had it marked $4. I thought it was really beautiful. It had really fun colors to it, but the vase itself is white, so it would do well in just about any kind of home decor scene. It'd just be a nice little pop of color and whimsy, so I thought that would be fun to pick up. And I will probably list this for probably about that $25 to $28 range as well. I went down the glass aisle real quick and I spied these Wild Turkey glasses here. They're about maybe a whiskey glass size. I'm not quite sure what they call these, but they're, you know, a decent enough. You could definitely drink juice out of them. I'd say they're probably about 6 to 8 ounces. And they had them taped together here and they priced them at $1, so I ended up paying 80 cents for them. And yeah, I just thought they were super fun. I believe Wild Turkey is some kind of an alcohol brand, and I figured this would go with someone's bar cart or something like that. So with the upcoming Thanksgiving season coming up and stuff, I thought this might be fun for someone to pick up for that, and if they need some replacements or something like that too. So I figured for $1 I would give it a chance, so I picked those up there. Now this here is really neat. I really like these wooden style letter holders, and this one I've never seen before. It has this kind of wood, hand carved wood, and it has tons of floral detailing on the side here as well as the back, so it will look nice even on the back when it's sitting on your open desk. And so yeah, there's florals on both sides as well as the front, and then it has something here under the sticker. I'll show you guys in a close-up what it actually is. But they only marked this $2. The only real issue I see with it is there's a little bit of staining on the inside right in here and this side where it looks like a pen or something might have leaked. I'm not quite sure what's going on. It's not sticky, so I think it's fine. I don't think I can get the stain out, but you're just gonna be putting pen and notebooks and stuff in it anyways. I'm super tempted to keep this myself, but I think I feel comfortable listing it. I think I can get an okay price on it. It's such a unique piece. I feel like I would rather have the money for it, so I will give it a shot. I'm not quite sure what I'm pricing this at yet. I haven't looked these up, but I'm guessing around the $30 to $35 price range. So I did find some Pyrex there. I almost didn't, and then I spied this in a stack of clear dishes, and they were kind of nesting in each other there. And this is actually Colonial Mist Pyrex. These came out in, well, the pattern itself came out in 1983, and the traditional opal Pyrex would be in the, it's blue, it's kind of a, I want to say royal blue. It's not really a royal blue, that's pretty close to that. And then it has also white, so usually I find it white on blue or blue on white with the pattern here. But they do actually come in the clear set as well. So it is obviously the later Pyrex that came out in the 80s, and I actually have a full set of these myself. So I'm gonna clean it up. It's a little bit fingerprinted and dirty. I need to see the condition it's in, but I'm thinking I'm gonna try to list this and see how it does. They had $4 on it, so not too bad of a price. I think that was pretty fair for one of the larger size bowls in the set. and yeah, I figured I'd give that a shot. So I checked out the basket section because I am trying to make a headboard on my king size bed. We moved our bedroom downstairs into a much smaller room because I wanted my office upstairs and needed more space to store my inventory. So we couldn't really fit a headboard in there, so I figured, I came up with this idea. I like to collect those vintage Trivets that are kind of colorful. They're kind of this material here. They pretty much look like this. But I have some of those there, but I'm trying to find filler items as well because I don't come across the pretty colorful vintage Trivets as often. So I do look for kind of tan-based baskets as well, and this is kind of a combination of both of those things. So as you can see in the center here, it's actually shaped like a butterfly. I thought that was really fun. So this would be going on my wall as part of my headboard project. It was only marked $1, so I paid 80 cents for it, and I was definitely happy to get that. I have a long ways to go, but I'm getting close. I get it about almost half done. It's probably just under half, I think. So this here is super cool, and it's something I don't know if I want to sell. It's in this beautiful green, which I love, and then it has birds on it, which I also love, and it's a cute little tin, which I also love. But it's in great shape here. They had it at $2, and it's made in England. I do collect made in England tins, typically the ones that are more florals. I never have seen one with the birds on it, or haven't collected any with the birds on it, so I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to sell this or not, but this will be something I will decide by the time this video goes up, and if it's going to be for sale, it'll be in my Etsy shop then. So the last two items I picked up are a couple of milk glass pieces, and I personally, I know this is kind of a controversial thing, I personally do okay with milk glass. I have sold it on Etsy for, you know, a decent enough profit, and I also have sold it in my antique booth. They trickle out. They're not a huge seller, but they do trickle out each month, so they do sell, and I know there's lots of milk glass collectors out there, especially the people who like to decorate with farmhouse style. Now, I tend to pick up the more unique pieces. I have a huge collection myself that I am going to unload soon here in a video because I have switched over to mainly colored glassware, and I mean, you can only have so much items in your home, but I do still really love them. They just don't really go with my decor per se. And this one, I know grapes and leaves patterns, for some reason people faux pas on it for some reason, but I really think this one is stunning. I've never seen this vase in particular before. The detailing of the grapes and leaves is really gorgeous. It's on this really nice pedestal here, and it kind of has this bobbling detail as well with the scallop edges around the rim. This one was priced at $2, and it's, you know, it's a good size vase. It's a little bit heavy. Oh, I haven't thought through on the pricing of this yet, so it would probably, I feel like I could get about $25 for it and include free shipping, just, you know, because it is a heavier piece, and I think it's quite beautiful, so I think I'll list it for around that $25 price point. And then the next one I got, I'm not sure if this one is too old, but it is definitely some form of milk glass, but I thought it was really stunning. I like this open lace around the bowl here. I thought someone else would really enjoy it. It almost looks like little people holding hands. Isn't that fun? This was marked $2 as well. This one I feel like is a super useful piece for, you know, all kinds of purposes. You could use it in the kitchen or on a hutch or something to contain certain things that you would need in different rooms, so even a bathroom or something. So definitely a multi-purpose piece here, and this one will probably get listed for, you know, about that $25 range as well, with shipping included. So that is going to do it for my little Goodwill thrift haul, my very quick shopping trip that I think I did pretty well on. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What item was your favorite that I picked up? And yeah, so if you guys aren't subscribed, be sure you do subscribe if you enjoy thrift hauls and yard sale hauls and thrift along with me and such like that. I really appreciate you guys that are subscribed for watching and sticking with me and hanging out with me all the time. I really do enjoy hanging out with you guys, and be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!